Well, you said there's 7 areas. For most people, they can't even juggle one area of their life. What do you say to people who have, you know, who are hungry, who are doing a lot of things, who find that they are taking a lot of action, but they feel kind of overwhelmed by all these different areas of life and juggling it and try to find the balance in it all? Yeah. What do you have to say for them?
There's a great book called The Time Trap. And there's another book that's not coming into my head now, which discusses the element of time and utilizing that. I've almost died 8 times, so to me, time is the most valuable commodity that we have. We can make and lose money. There's a lot of things in life we can make and lose, but time is the one thing we're trading that we never get back. So I've come a lot more restricted on what I do with my time, and a lot more, I manage it a hell of a lot more. And I think as people get older, you notice that anyway. You notice your grandparents getting up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. It's like they're really trying to squeeze every moment of life that they can.
Yeah. I guess that you value it more when you have less of it.
Yeah.
Or you've lost it.
Having almost died 8 times, one of the things I constantly had, and it wasn't like I just died. There were times where I remember it was like borderline car crashes, tumor removed from my kidney, spontaneous pneumothorax on my left and right lungs, and both of those were half an hour. I sort of said half an hour, if you're coming within that range, you'd be dead.
Whoa.
So having had that, I've had the opportunity to reflect through life and look at it. And one of the amazing things that we say to ourselves in those moments is, if I make it through this, I'm going to do something amazing in my life. And I've said that too many times to not follow through on that.
Right.
So one of the reasons I have such a large amount of dedication in my time to make sure, I was up from 4:30 this morning so I could get some work done. And I was in bed 11 o'clock last night. But usually it's 12 and I'm up at 5 o'clock or 6.
Okay.
So I'm not a big fan of sleeping. If I could, I'd move it to something I do possibly on the weekend or something.
Yeah.
So take it out
just one day.
Yes. But we have 7 areas of life: physical, financial, mental, spiritual, social, vocation, and family. Different fields have taken 6 areas or 8, so feel free to navigate through those as you feel if you run by a different context or strategy of doing that. But we're all talking about the same thing, which is managing those. And I believe that if we don't set plans to actually go out and manage those areas and set higher inspiring goals in those areas, we're going to have a problem. We're not going to get to where we want to be. And I really noticed that. One example that comes to my mind is when I was 25 and I took my first trip to Thailand. Prior to taking my first trip, I remember seeing a lot of friends that were going to Thailand. And that was just like the holiday destination. I understand why now. It's an easy, cheap trip for a lot of Australians.
It's beautiful.
And I kind of looked at them and I said, they're not making more money than me. They go out as much as I do. I had a high value in partying and socializing back then. And yet they're somehow, every year, they're able to go, sometimes twice. And I realized that I was jealous of my friends. But I then realized I'd never actually looked at a trip. So I went into a travel agent and had a look at it. So you could consider that to be the planning stage of it. Instead of just thinking about it, and I crystallized it. I said, I'm going to go to a travel agent. Convinced my brother, who's my best mate, and 4 other best friends. And within 6 months, we were down there. But I realized something. The minute I purchased a ticket, you might have noticed this when you go overseas. You notice the minute you purchase a ticket, it's like a change of, it's a shift. All of a sudden, your mind starts organizing dates and things you have to do and finances. And just goes into another gear. So I believe a lot of people are kind of metaphysically floating around hoping that stuff happens, but they're not really taking action and planning it. And sometimes, I know for myself, that comes from the idea that I don't want to live by a calendar and feel that I'm completely held down and bogged down. But what I found is, if you fill up your time with things that you love, you don't feel bogged down. It's like a kid in a playground playing with sand. You don't need to walk up to the child and he doesn't get up and say, well, that's enough fun for now, let's go.
He'll be there forever.
He'll lose time and space and he'll keep doing it. So I believe we're here to authentically do what we love and love what we do, and our physiology and psychology rewards us for that by dissipating space and time and allowing us to feel present in that moment and loving and grateful and take on support and challenge equally. Yes, but I do believe if we're really going to master all 7 areas, like you said, we have to have a value for that and we have to take actions. So there's the common misconception that knowledge is power, but how many people, including ourselves, know what to do but don't always do it? It's the application of knowledge that equals true power in my mind.
Totally. Awesome. I'm blown away by these answers already. So,
By the way, this is a regular conversation between us.
this is just the normal stuff that
sometimes
happens.
I feel that we should just have a camera, and it's not always this way. Sometimes you said something. I just want to share something with you guys, some unique knowledge that Zach shared with me. It was it a month ago or something?
About a month ago. Yeah.
We were in Manly outside of a
Cafe on the beach.
Yeah, and you said something which was profoundly important. I actually have that as something that I put into the company now. And you said that people, I can't say the exact words, but people want ease, and they want something that's simple and easy to grasp and understand, and easy for them to access.
A system.
Yeah, systems.
Follow,
That's it. Yeah, and I've got that, and it's written down now, and I view that at least once a day.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's actually changed some of the protocols that we're using, because I was thinking of it, the words that you said they were just perfect.
Oh, wow. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they say like a confused mind will just won't take any action at all.
Yeah.
You know, so creating a simple system, it's effortless. So yeah, cool. There we go.
I appreciate it.
Have to invoice you later on for
Trademark that.